Hello everyone, this is Austin Wiebe, just making another video. So a lot of people have been wondering lately how I have lost so much weight. I lost 45 pounds since summer in about a 4-month period. And the answer is chemotherapy. Bet you're not going to follow me in that. But yeah, it is actually chemotherapy. Yeah, I'm on chemo. But I'm going to talk to you guys today about suffering for the sake of Christ, okay? See, in 1 Peter 2, verse 21, it says, "To this we were called, because Christ suffered for you, leaving you an example that you should follow in his footsteps." Okay? See, after reading that verse, it seems like Christ almost wants us to follow him, right? And it makes sense that we would suffer for following him, because look at all the suffering that he went through in his life, right? All the rejection, all the suffering. It makes sense that we would suffer also, right? But in our culture today, we have this idea that we can put up like the white picket fence and keep all the bad stuff out, and then we almost blame God when something goes bad, right? Whereas this Bible verse is just saying, you know what, no, you're going to follow my example and you're going to suffer too. It'd be foolish for us to assume that we're not going to suffer, right? It'd be kind of like this. It'd be kind of like if someone leads us through a minefield and we get shocked when one of them blows up, right? Oh, I didn't expect that to happen. What did you expect? You walked through a minefield, right? There is a safe way, though. We tend to look for the safest way to follow Christ. And there is a safe way of knowing Christ, okay? The safe way of knowing Christ is to not follow him, okay? You can know Christ and not follow him, right? The safest thing that you can do is to not follow Christ. But then, then again, also, the reason that I have found that you follow people is to end up where they are, right? Christ is in heaven. I want to get there, so I'm going to follow him through the minefield, right? In Matthew 16, verse 24, Jesus says, "If anyone would come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me." See, I don't think that statement exactly has the impact that it should anymore. Because we think of a cross as salvation. But here's what it would be like. It would be like someone's saying, "Take up your lethal injection and follow me." Okay? Not exactly a very popular message, right? I mean, think about how many people would join that youth group. How many parents would let their kids join that youth group, right? But that's just the way that Jesus is, right? Like, he wasn't very popular with the Pharisees, right? But that's just it, right? If you follow Christ, what makes you think that Satan's going to be okay with that? He's going to hate it, right? He's going to try everything he can do. He set up mines everywhere so that you don't follow Christ. In Scripture it also says in Matthew 7, it's in the Bible, that on that day many will say to me, "Lord, Lord," but not everyone who says to me, "Lord, Lord," will enter the kingdom of heaven. Only those that obey the commands of my Father who is in heaven. Right? So on that day there's going to be many people who know him but never followed him. Right? I don't want to be in that boat. I want to be one of them that followed him, right? Just know though that everyone wants to be the Christian that's liked and wants to be the Christian that's popular. In Scripture it says, if the world hates you, just know that it hated Christ first. Okay? So this is just something that, like, yeah, if you're suffering at all, just know that you could be on the right track, right? You could be following Jesus, and expect that. If you follow Jesus, you will suffer. And that's awesome, because we get to join him in his victory. afterwards. Thank you.